the first thing really is the ignorance in the region, right? So we have found ourselves, we didn't think of this initially. We thought when we came up with the idea, it would fast catch on, but the people don't know what e-commerce is. So we have found ourselves now having to go into the education part.
User acquisition is very, very challenging to us because this is kind of new business in Africa. It's very hard to tell people that you're selling online. I usually tell people that I sell online, I help people sell online, be like, what is online? Well, who are the customers online? How do they buy? The sellers don't understand what an e-commerce is. The buyers don't understand how to buy online. So it has been a really big challenge.
We have to inform the masses. And this even becomes worse because we have to now also train government. So it's not just the customers, it's the policy makers. We have, programs where we just tell people about what is e-commerce, what does it mean to buy online, can you trust these platforms, how do you buy online, how do you pay online, how long does it take for you to get the goods, and so it came from just the lack of knowledge, big problem number one, then the funding, because if no one knows about it, then no one can believe in it. But when it comes to e-commerce, I mean, it's a platform. Like, so someone is giving you 100,000 seed or 200,000 and you have a website, you have a platform, and so you have to educate also the investors. And so, there's actually no funding because no one knows what's happening. And also the investors overseas, they don't trust that if investors locally are not investing in you, how can they give you their money?
I wish that right now that the governments would facilitate the process of doing new business in Egypt, especially for entrepreneurs, especially when it comes to policies and licenses and all of that. So we try to facilitate the ecosystem for entrepreneurs to be able to do business much easier.
Some of the challenges we face is delivering to more rural parts of Africa.
Getting products from the rural areas down to the urban centers was a bit difficult, citing the logistics and the transport challenges which we face in Africa. Most times you get these things down and they are not fresh as it should be, and they are not meeting the standards that you need to make them, deem them fit for export. There's a need to equally build storage centers around these villages, and that to make sure that we are bringing already fresh produce that are in line with international best practices, and then place it on our platform.
So in Uganda, we're traditionally cash-based, like many other countries in Africa. So you have to have cash to be able to access a service or buy a product. With that change and shift in the way merchants are paid and the way business is done, we expect a lot more consumers to go online, a lot more e-commerce to go online, and therefore be a big part of the process of turning Africa into a digital e-commerce into a digital ecosystem.
I strongly believe that digital technology is the tool of the century to bring prosperity to developing countries. I think that we should engage with the government. The government has to play a key role to set up the right environment. In terms of infrastructure, they have to build and make the infrastructure of the internet accessible to everyone, and at the same time putting into place the right policies in order to facilitate the transactions between people. As far as we get those two elements, we can make it.